Hey Colin, how's it going, bro?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Pretty good, man. I'm so happy. I'm so excited when I got your message yesterday on a second property that you got to put under contract. Um, that you were gonna be working on. I mean, helping these people sell their house when they need it the most.
Yeah,
So that's so exciting, bro.
yeah, I was pumped up. It's good. It's good. It's all gonna be good. They're gonna get a great service. We're gonna solve their problems
Mhm.
and then move on to the next person to solve their problem. That's what it's about. Helping other people.
Amazing. How long have you been doing this for?
Um, the investing side, I don't know. I don't know. A year, maybe.
Nice. But you've been in real estate for longer, right?
I've been in real estate for probably 5 years. Yeah.
That's amazing, brother. That's amazing, brother. And I know, I mean, it's been quite a journey with us. You've been working with online marketing and hustle media for about what, 3, 4 months now, more or less.
No more than four, probably. Yeah, probably right around 4 months.
Okay,
Yeah.
how has been your experience? I know that I mean, one of the big difficulties of doing what you do is, well, aside from knowing how to help people and how to solve problems, one of the difficulties is to get people to talk to, right? To get people, I mean, to meet people when they are in the biggest need to sell. So how has it been your experience since everything started with us? And tell me a little bit about how it was before, if that's okay.
No, I think social media is the best company as far as lead gen online. My experience, hands down. I've worked with several different companies, and none of them have even come close to pass the the
Okay, so
the, the attention to
and
detail. Go ahead.
no, no, continue. I thought that you had finished.
The attention to detail, and shoot, I meet with you all the time. We just go over everything. We talk about everything. Any problems that I have, it's answered. Any kind of technical problems we have, bam, it's done. Um, the CRM's awesome. The weekly training that Hessa gives is amazing. The trainers and the people they bring in, literally anything you ever want as far as acquisitions. I don't know what else you could ask for. I
Awesome.
honestly do not know what else you could ask for.
Awesome, bro. You mentioned that you had worked with other companies. Was it online marketing as well?
Yeah, I've done a fair share of online marketing with good results, mixed
Mhm.
results, good results, bad results. It's just like anything else. Just like Hessel, it takes time to get the algorithms going and get everything going. Um, but it just seems like the quality of leads that come from Hessel, I would still have to sift through a bunch of them, the other people, and there's not as much sift good leads.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. And let's talk a little bit about the couple of houses that you've been able to put under contract.
Okay.
Um, can you tell us a little bit about both? Maybe start with the first one. Tell us a little bit about the situation that those like sellers were going through, and how was the conversation, like how everything kind of like walk us through the timeline on how everything happened.
Good conversation. I reached out to Kimberly. She has a 2-2 townhome in Lexington, South Carolina. I reached out to Kimberly a while back, and I'm just being honest with you. Kind of forgot about Kimberly, but you know what didn't forget about Kimberly? CRM didn't forget about Kimberly. So Kimberly calls me apologizing for taking so long on not on selling her house. I said, "Oh, no problem. That's no problem. I understand these are big decisions. They take a little bit of time." She's in a situation where she doesn't really know where she wants to go in life yet. She's young. She was given the house. It's paid for with cash, so it was a pretty easy deal. Honestly, it was. She looked on Zillow and she wanted a certain price, and I couldn't even come close to that price. The house needed some fixing, and then anchored her low. And we built rapport. That was the biggest part. She liked me, and then she took the offer, which was a good offer. I explained to her how it worked and what needed to be done to it for those numbers to work. And I should take that deal and clean it up, put it on the market, and it's just selling the first week. We should probably, I'm gonna say that would be about a $30,000 deal.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
the CRM did a lot of that work.
The CRM?
CRM did a lot of that work. It just kept followed up. I kept up with her I didn't keep up like I should. I did not. And
what?
And then when she called me out of the blue that one day, she's been getting calls from a bunch of different other people that she didn't really like, but she remembered that she liked me, and then she was ready to go at that point.
I was gonna say that the tools help you to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you learned your lesson that you need to keep the CRM organized. And I have a couple of pro tips that I'm gonna be giving you pretty soon on how to keep it more organized. I'm giving these same pro tips to other of my clients, and they're using them, and boom, my friends, working really well. But at the same time, you must have given a really good first impression. That was what I was about to say when you just said that she remembered that she had liked you.
Yeah.
So maybe can I ask you how do you approach sellers in order to build that type of impression?
I try to get as personal as I can on every call but still staying on topic. I don't want to talk for an hour about. I have done it. It doesn't always work. I don't want to talk for an hour with your grandma. I want to talk about your house for an hour, what your problems are, and how we can solve your problems, what your needs are, and then we'll talk about that for forever. And that I want to have a sense of a sense that I care, because I do care. I care about these about people in general. Of course, I want to get a deal. Of course, I do. Of course, I want the best deal possible. But at the end of the day, they're clicking that button because they have a real problem, and we have the tools to solve them. So that's my goal.
You consider I mean, you don't have to agree with me, but it seems to me that you consider this type of work that you're doing as a win-win situation. Like, you want to win and you also want them to win.
Has to be. It has to be. Now you
Okay.
can get deals with you just winning, but you won't get repeat business. You won't get good Google reviews. You won't get you won't last long. And that's what it's about.
Yeah. I wanna point out something that you mentioned that I think is great. That you said, I want them to like me, but I stay on topic. And in my experience, what makes, I mean, my clients who do what you just said, what they get in return is that not only do they like them, but they also consider you an expert, because you are differentiating yourself from the crowd, right? You're not just like chasing a quick buck, right? You're not just there for the money.
Right.
And then the moment you start asking questions, understand this is their situation. And I'm not saying everybody's gonna be at the point where they want to talk about their situation in depth, because that's a lie. I mean, no matter what literature you use, not all the time people are gonna be ready for that type of conversation. But the good news is that when you use, in your case, Google PPC, then you're gonna get to the people who are closer to the finish line. And then back closer to the finish line may mean that same week, but it can also mean a couple of weeks. Like in this case with this lady, you told me it was like about 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So and it was also because you were not following up. It could have been sooner than that. But anyway, whatever you did, worked, and we are celebrating that for you. But at the same time, I mean, you did something more than just getting someone to like you. You got someone to know that you're the expert, and if they were gonna ever sell, I mean, when you initially got introduced to this person, she was gonna sell at some point, whether that was gonna be a few weeks or a couple months. That was gonna happen. So what you did, but I mean, the end result of what you accomplished by the approach that you have with this person, in my opinion, is that you got you gave such a great a first impression that she knew that it was gonna be you, right? And like they say, people remember how you make them feel, not what you tell them, not the content of what you tell them.
Right. I agree.
So that's amazing, brother. Where are you at right now? I was told yesterday by you. You sent me a message saying that you got a new one. You got another person under contract.
Another one under contract yesterday. A husband and wife reached out to me last week. We had a hurricane come through and had a lot of rain through. Husband and wife reached out to me early one morning, and I could tell they were just aggravated. Something was wrong. And their houses, there was a pond across the street. It's not even their pond, it's a neighbor's pond. The rain filled it up and came into their house, flooded their house. So immediately, I understand that situation. We've had several of them situations before. They either, it's one of the things you got to move fast. Everything sets in, water sets in, mold sets in, and then their thought process also sets in to where if you wait long, and if you waited 2 weeks on this deal, they would fix the house. Insurance would come in, they'd fix the house, you wouldn't ever get that deal, and they just be content moving there. So answered the phone the first time, and I was the only person they spoke to. They liked me. We built rapport. Same thing. Explained to them the process. If I tried to push them away from me, honestly, I tried to say, well, why don't y'all fix this? You got insurance to do this. And then I told them about the fees, the realtor fees, the transfer tax fees, the attorney fees, everything that would come in. And we broke it down. And then I told them, look, if I do this, you do get a number. This is a set number, but I'm also going to make a profit on it. I am an investor. That's how I feed my family. I said, but we will get it done quick. And I know this is a speedy thing. We'll get it done quick. And we negotiated a little bit, and that'll be a good deal. That'll be a good deal for somebody. It's a little bit far from me, but it'll be a flip, but it's right by a college. So it honestly doesn't have to be a flip. So it'd be a good rental too, because I got them so low on price. They could do the work, refinance it, pull out 100% of that money, and it'd be a little bit more than 100% of that money, and then go and reinvest it somewhere else, and then rent it out for that college rental. Or it would be a great flip too.
Nice, man. For a guy that has been doing this for a year, you sound like an expert. You are an expert.
Got to do it. You got to learn. You got to be a student first. And that's what I probably got to know how can you help people if you don't know?
Sure. I agree. I'm a student as well.
There it is.
I always keep annoying my clients with all the books that I'm reading all the time.
Mm-hmm.
and also I try to also create that environment of learning. Like I want my clients to keep learning, because bro, like you mentioned the training, the sales conversion training with Jesse Bush that we have every week. And like my clients keep coming, they keep asking questions, and then sometimes you don't know what type of value they're getting out of it. And then the other day, one of my clients, it wasn't you, it was another client. He was like, "Hey Jesse, your advice just saved me $60K." And I was like, dude, that advice was so simple.
Yeah.
It was like how to deal with a cancellation. And his process is not virtual. He's like going to the houses. So when you're doing it local, the approach is like, hey, I'm canceling. Perfect. Let's do a wet signature. I'm going to your house. And then just by that simple tip, he goes to the house, gets to talk to the two decision makers at the same time, and he determines that the problem wasn't really a cancellation. It was what they're really looking for was an extension. Boom.
Done.
That's it. You see? So would you recommend people coming into that training?
Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, you're gonna get something from it. You just,
Absolutely, brother.
even if you don't, you have to. It's a trick. Just being around people that are like minded, doing things, and people that are doing better than you. Right? Just take the pride aspect out of it and go in there and learn.
Nice. Nice. I love that. Would you say that being an investor could sometimes be a lonely job, or not necessarily?
No, I definitely get burnout. I feel burnout on a weekly basis. You're on the phone all day long. It's a grind. It's a grind. Unless you got a big team of people doing it for you, burnout's a real thing. There's no doubt.
So,
I tell people the work is easy, it's the people that are hard. Right? And that's, to an extent, that's the truth, right? We know the work, we know that. It's the people that have the different variables.
there is that's funny that you say that, because I like, there's a book that I don't like a lot, but the title is funny. It says something like, if it wasn't for the people, sales would be so easy.
Right. Like 100%. Every type of
but
sale.
but that also means, in my opinion, that if you keep doing it, then when it becomes a deal, when you get to help somebody and you get to win as a business, and they get to win as, like, you solve the problem that they were facing, at that point it feels so easy. It should, because you were persistent, but what you did to get there wasn't easy. You need to build persistence. You need to utilize new recommendations. You need to improve the way you talk to people. You need to know how to get people to trust you with their biggest asset,
Right.
in record time, because, like, in the big scheme of things, what is 3 weeks? That's
Right.
nothing.
Right.
So
Completely.
I want to congratulate you, brother, for what you're doing out there. I believe you're setting an example for a lot of investors that are also hustling, and they're coming to Hustle Media to not hustle anymore, and also get to work smart, right?
Right.
So that's it. Thank you so much, brother. That's amazing. Great conversation. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, brother. Always.
Appreciate you.